Hey everybody, this is Impact. I'm just going to give you a real quick tutorial on some bow staff usage. Bear in mind, this is the way that I learned to do bow staff. It's not the only way. I'm actually going to show you two different ways of handling it. For this video, we're going to refer to them as the Goju way and the Kempo way. Those are not official names. I learned one way while learning Goju, one way while learning Kempo. We're going to start with the Goju because it's the simpler one, but it's also the one I know better. I'm going to show you, and then I'll try and throw some Kempo in at the end. General basics when using a bow staff. Generally, whatever hand you're leading with is palm up, other hand is palm down. There are going to be sometimes you can have both palms facing down. You can still hit, strike, block. With this, you never want both palms up. This is awkward as all hell. So one of the key skills you need to learn is switching how you're holding the bow. So if you start with, if you were to hold your right hand on top, both thumbs in the thumbs up position, that's going to be our starting stance, our starting hand position. And to switch, all you do is as you start to turn, you switch the hand that was palm up to being palm down, and the other one to palm up. And then you just go back the other direction. This seems simple, but it's very important to get this right, because you don't want to end up like this, because if you have to suddenly change what you're doing, you're in an awkward position. This is a much better, both palms down is a much better position if you have to suddenly use the bow. So practice switching your hands, do it 10 times each direction, just start to get the feel for it. If you notice, I'm not picking my hand up. My palms are in contact with the bow the whole time, and the reason is if I pick it up and get hit, it's much less stable than if I maintain contact. Because even if I'm just touching it, I'm maintaining better contact. Also, you can miss. So try and maintain contact as you go. Once you get comfortable with that switching, we can start going into some of the basic blocks and strikes. Blocks are actually really simple, which is what's nice about this style. Essentially, you generally run from the chest. It's general power. But you just kind of go in whatever direction you need to cover. Shoot straight down, shoot straight up, angle to the side. There's more advanced versions of blocking where you're using the tip to knock stuff away. And that's really just kind of guiding with your front hand. But the easiest version is just pushing away. So a good way to practice this is you start with it, step forward, and block low, block high, block low, block high. If you want to start including strikes in that, it's also very simple. If you've done any martial arts, you probably know how to throw a punch. Striking with a bow is actually very similar to punching. You just don't twist your wrist at the end. You just punch with that palm up. Of course, you also can swing down and swing up. One of the main things you do is, as this hand punches out, this hand's going to pull back. As this hand comes down, this hand's going to drive up. As this hand comes up, this hand's going to drive around the other way. It's a counterbalance. I know this is all very fast. I'm just trying to do this as a quick overview. If people have questions, I'll make more videos going to each individual skill later. This is just to get something out right now. But, so like I said, so what you can do is block low, block high. My front leg is the palm that's up. Bring that to your ear, strike to the head, jab to the body. That's the basic four-step combo: low, high, head, body. If you practice that, you're going to get the basics down. And then from there, you can start adding sideways swings, and those again involve that shifting of hands we covered in the beginning. Again, that's the main basics I really want to go over right now. I did mention Kempo style of holding the hand, or as I call it, Kempo style. The difference is, and I guess I didn't really go through this in the beginning. This bow is really nice for it because it's kind of split up. When you hold the bow, you want your hands about a little more than shoulder width apart. Ideally, third of the bow, third of the bow, third of the bow. So you're kind of operating it from the middle. That's a very traditional style. The Kempo version, as I call it, your backhand is going to be at about a quarter of the bow. Your front hand's close to the middle. This gives you more reach. The control's a little harder, but it gives you a lot more reach to use the length. And the way you switch hands with this one is very different. You open your hands and you glide the bow between them. This one's actually, I find, very fun to practice. My hands have not closed yet. I'm just gliding it back and forth. And when you put the back end of it kind of up on you use your elbow to kind of help stabilize the bow. This provides more control. I'm definitely not as good at this version. I don't practice it as often, but it is a very cool way to use the bow, especially if you can learn it. Yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know. Like I said, this is just a quick starter lesson. I say quick, it's 7 minutes long at least, but let me know if you have any questions and I will throw some more videos out there.